Hey YouTube, it's me, Sunkiss. I am back with an update. It's just a regular update. I just wanted to come back and let you guys know that I'm okay, and I'm dealing with everything with the loss. A lot of y'all know me from the weight loss community that I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy done. Lost a lot of weight. Then I got pregnant some months ago and came back and introduced my pregnancy. And then the last video, I came back with some really devastating, sad news that I shared my story of losing my baby. And it was a pretty hard video. It was the hardest video I had ever done. And I just really tried to keep it together, for the purpose of the video. But I know everyone is really worried about me, and I can't tell y'all the amount of support that y'all had given me, throughout everything. And I was overwhelmed at how many people actually really even cared. I mean, the amount of comments and inbox messages and text messages that I got on my phone. There's a few of the ladies that have my number that reached out to me. I didn't really get back to everybody. I just really couldn't talk about it that earlier on, but I'm healing and I'm doing so much better now. It's still pretty rough for me. It's a day-to-day thing, and I'm gonna deal with it. And I'm moving onward, and my baby is Olivia. She's still bringing me so much comfort, and she's trying to put the smile back on my face. So I'm trying, and I'm trying to remember all the positive things of the pregnancy and the love that she made me feel for her, and how much she opened up my heart. And she just changed my whole view of life. The little girl came along, 18 weeks growing inside of me, and she totally changed my whole entire world. She changed my world, and for the better. Anyone that has children, especially mothers, not to say fathers that you don't feel the same, but especially mothers, because mothers, I think, is that special connection of when that baby's growing. You already start the bonding. When the baby's growing in your womb, will know, the joy of being a mother, and the pregnancy and everything like that. So I'm looking forward to the future. I do now want to be a mother in time after I heal and deal with everything, get my emotional bearings on things, and my body, of course, heals properly and whatnot. I am going to try again. So, that's a positive, trying to think positively, that I do want to still be a mother, and I can never replace my baby. Could never replace her. She will always be my number one in my heart, my first baby. But she showed me that I really do want to be a mother, and I'm gonna intend on doing that. I just came back from a group. They had a group that the social workers had told me about in the hospital when I was going through the grieving process. So it's a bereavement, pregnancy loss support group. And, well, unfortunately, no other mothers actually showed up today. But it was great that I had the ear of the social workers that were actually there when I was going through the devastation of the loss of my baby. And I was able to talk to them again, and, it was nice to still talk about it. And, I figured I still need, it helps me now to talk about it. I just never want to forget her. It's just that I didn't want to talk about it to everyone on an individual basis. Like, you know, talking to people all together at one time makes it a little easier. But I do love to talk about it, and it does help me a lot, you know, not to keep everything bottled up inside. I go through my emotions. It's kind of hard in the morning for me, in the morning time when it's time to wake up and start my day. It's like, oh my God, this is not a nightmare. It's really real, and I got to start my day, and I'll start missing her, and then I'll start crying, and I'll start touching her urn. Oh, I did get her cremated. So I wasn't sure of what I had wanted to do. I did allow them to do an autopsy on her so that we can find out maybe a cause, maybe something, some kind of answers we can possibly get. So I did allow them to do an autopsy. I wasn't sure in the beginning, but toward the end, I knew that was the right thing to do. And then I wasn't sure if I wanted to deal with her, to have her home, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to move forward. I didn't know how I was going to feel with her here and I can't move forward. And I went back and forth with it in my mind. And what the social worker told me before I left the hospital, she said, and I called her too after I left the hospital because I still was uneasy. What she said was, if you have the slightest feeling in your heart that this might not be the right decision for you to do, you got to go with that, because this is it and you don't want to have any regret towards it. And that's what I needed to hear. You know, because I didn't know what they were going to do with my baby. I didn't know if they were going to treat her like she was a specimen and just discard her after the autopsy. I didn't want her to be treated. I wanted her to be retreated. I wanted her to be treated respectively, you know, and with dignity, because although she was only 18 weeks, you know, she still was my baby. That was my first baby. She was growing in me and she was formed. You know, she looked like a little baby. So I decided that I did want her next to me, and I took her back and I had her cremated. And I'm going to take her to church and have her ashes blessed. And I'm so happy that I did that. So I have two, I'm not going to show you guys right now. I don't want to really share that part yet. But I have the Bible. I bought her a white Bible and 2 white candles. And I'm Catholic, so I have a crucifix there. And her urn, which is of an angel. The urn is made of an angel. It's beautiful. So I have her, and she rests at my bedside, and she brings me so much comfort. And I go there and I cry with her. I talk with her, and it's helping me in my healing process. I'm really glad that I decided to do that, because I'll always have her with me, and I'll know that I gave her a respectable last wish. Well, it wasn't her wish, you know, but as they say, your last wishes. So I know that she was treated with respect. So yeah, you know, I just wanted to come back and give just a little quick update as to how I was doing and how I'm dealing with things emotionally. You know, I will say I'm not 100%. I'm still not back at work yet. I don't think I'm going to go back for another couple of weeks. Right now, I'm still dealing with other things that are happening in my life. I'm not going to really discuss all of that right now. But it's a combination of a lot of things that are just not going right for me right now in my life. You know, it's pretty rough. It's a pretty rough road for me right now that I'm going through. And for me to have so much joy all year long, man, this has been an amazing year. Oh, by the way, I turned 40 last week, Thursday. I turned 40. So, yay for me, turning 40. It was a really nice birthday. Everybody made it really special. And But it's been an amazing year. It's just this last 3 weeks have been an emotional roller coaster ride where it's been one thing. It's not only Olivia, passing. It's other things, a couple of other things that are happening right now in my life that are really rough. But I'm going to get through it. And I'm just going to ask y'all for your continued prayers because I really need them right now. And I'm gaining a lot of strength back. I have a great support with my, the people in my life. They've been there for me, and they're still here for me. So, you guys, I have received like poems and messages in my box, and like I will go and read them, and I'll be like, oh my God, it really hurt. It really touched me. And all the comments and the prayers and everything has just really touched me. So I just really wanted to come back and thank everybody for that and for all that support. It was overwhelming. I still go back and read some of those messages sometimes. And the poem, I'm going to come back in another video and read the poem. I don't even have the name of the subscriber that sent me that poem, and it really had just comforted me a lot, the poem. So I really loved it. Thank you for sending me that, and for everybody for the messages, and all the comments and the inbox messages. It really was very helpful to me. And just continue to pray for me. I'm trying to pep myself back up and, get myself together because I was really looking a mess. For the past couple of weeks, I've been a mess. Just sitting in here boo-hooing. But people don't leave me alone. Like my family, they come for me and try to get me out the house. And they really try to make my birthday so special to me. And flowers and cards and dinners and balloons and all kinds of stuff. I couldn't have asked for anything more, and just everybody was just there. So yeah, it's been an amazing year, but it's a really rough ending for me here. Hopefully this ending, I'm praying to God that it gets better. I really need this ending of the year to get a little bit better. But when things sometimes are going so well in your life, like this year things have just been going so well. It was like, it's too perfect. It was too perfect. Sometimes when things are going so good and you don't have those bumps in the roads, it has to be a time where you have the bumps in the road, but I'm going to smooth it back out. And then I read something on the computer the other day that, what was it? It was like a quote or something. That your heart can't know what happiness is until it experiences pain. So you have to really experience pain first to know what happiness really is. And that is so true. It's really true. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'll try to come back again another time and give you guys another update. I won't be doing, I know I've lost weight because I haven't eaten much and I'm starting to shrink back. Again. I'm not going to do a whole thing about that right now because I'm not up to it. But I won't be doing any weight loss thing. I don't even care about the weight right now at this point, but I know I've lost some of the weight back. But, I'll just come back and update y'all. Basically, now we're updating about my grief and how I'm trying to recover from it, from the loss of my baby, Olivia. Alrighty. Oh, also today makes actually exactly 3 weeks since she has passed. Okay? Just so that you guys can know. Thank you again for all your support and your well wishes. I am smiling again. I'm trying to keep up, keep myself up. And I appreciate everything. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're doing well with all your surgeries. You're still out there trying to do the best that you can. And I will try to catch up with everyone, you know, at a later time when I'm able to. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.